Hi everybody. Let me see. What's that great big thing in the sky? Is it the sun? Nope. It's my lights. We don't really want to see that, do we? Hiya! Mr. Ching, you're the first one today. Thank you for watching. How are you? I hope you're very well. I hope I'm not too dark on here. Hi! Hello, Tao. Tao Ann, how are you? Tao, you're a lovely girl, but would you mind calling me Uncle and not Daddy, please? Call me Uncle. I really would appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, my lovely niece. Hi, how you doing, Lehigh? Nice to meet you too. Is my hair sticking up? That one there. Good to see you. Good to have you all in my company, joining in this live stream. How are you all? Is everybody okay? I'm okay, I'm happy, but I have a little shoulder injury. I played football on Wednesday. No, I didn't. I played football on Saturday. The days go quick. I played on Saturday, fell over. I got pushed over, actually, and injured my shoulder. But I don't need a shoulder to talk to you guys, so we carry on. We're talking about family today. Families. We've all got them. Let's talk about them. Do we like them? Do we not like them? We might like some, but not others. Big families, small families. Tao, my family consists of brother, sister, 3 nieces, 2 aunties, 2 uncles, lots of cousins, beautiful daughter, and more recently, I have a son. And you know what? He's watching now. He's watching us. Tuin, thank you for joining in. My son is joining in. He's watching, and I hope you're able to put some comments on here, as well as sharing my video. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing my video. And that goes for anybody else who shares this live stream to other people. His name is Tuin. He's on here now. Tuin. And pleased to meet you too, Gok An. Pleased to meet you. Thank you for joining in. Let's have a good live debate on family, the family, your family, other people's family. If you're married, your husband or wife's family. Talk about families. Do we all have every member of the family that you can go through? Some of us don't. Nobody lives forever. I'm 56 years old. Therefore, my mother, my father had passed away, died, because they were old. I don't have a wife. But you guys are younger than me. So I'm sure your mothers, fathers, probably grandparents as well, grandmother, grandfather, they're probably alive as well, depending how old they are, how young you are. Are you older than school, university age? If so, are you married? If you're married, you have a new family, extra members of your family. In-laws, we call them in England. In-laws, father-in-law, mother-in-law. My mother died a few years ago, Tao. Sorry, but she died of old age. She would have been 82 years old. But she's not alive now. But don't worry. Dang Quang. 3 families? Aren't you being greedy? Don't worry, Tao. It's okay, Tao. Now, we have somebody here with 3 families, and I want to know why. 1 in the north, 2 in the south. Okay. Dang, are you married? Is that why you've got so many families? Are you adopted by a family? Everybody has their own family. You are born into a family. If you get married, then your family expands to your husband or wife. Their side of the family is part of your family. As I said, in the UK and many other countries, that's known as in-laws. Father-in-law, mother-in-law, son-in-law. That's what I've got. He's a son-in-law. He's the husband of my daughter. But he's a good son. He's a good son. I like him. Come on, Queen. How do you get 3 families? Oh, that's difficult. I don't really know the answer. It's a difficult one to answer, Tao, because I like them all in their own way. There isn't anybody who really stands out special. I am closer to my brother than the rest of the family, because we share similar interests. We also share a football season ticket at the Arsenal Football Club, who won their first game of the season on Friday, for all you people who like football. We share the ticket. I go to half the amount of games. He goes to the other half. But because of that, we have to keep in touch to arrange these things. I go round to see him. He has a daughter, my eldest niece, sadly split up from his wife, so it's just him and his daughter who lives there. She is 22 years old, and she is, as I say, my eldest of 3 nieces. I did, Tao. Me and my brother were 2 opposites. There is nearly 8 years difference between our ages, and we were complete opposite, could not get on. We used to fight, yes. I think when you're growing up, when you're young, it might be natural to do that. You're not the only sisters who fight. Me and my brother are not the only brothers who fight. When you're living with each other for a long time, and especially if you're young, you're going to annoy each other, I'm afraid. There's going to be differences, things you like that they don't. There's going to be jealousy. One might envy the other. And when you're young, rather than tolerate or work things out or ignore, you fight, argue. But that's when you're young. When you grow up, hopefully you forget these things and help each other out. Don't be enemies, be friends. Be friends with your family. You never know when you need them. Families should help one another. If a family can't help you, who can? Okay, we can say we got friends, we got best friends, but it's the family's job to look after people, to look after each other. Parents should be looking after their children when they're young. Okay, when they become adults, it might be the other way round. The parents become old. They get older. They can't do things because of their health. That's where you, as the sons and daughters, that's where you help out. Very good. French as well. Yes, and French. Wow. Yes, you are the, I'm presuming, Tao, that you are the older sister out of the two of you. And that is very good of you to help pass on your knowledge and experience to help her study, change her style. That's good. You have been a good influence on your sister, and I hope she appreciates that. That is very good, Tao. Well done. Oh no, it doesn't matter whether it's brother on brother or sister on sister. In your case, Trang, this is son and daughter. It's natural. It's not nice. You don't like it, especially if it's in public, in the street, when you have people around the house. But it happens, I'm afraid. Envy, jealousy. My brother used to think that I was looked after more by my parents than what he was. He used to think I used to get more things, more favours, treated better. It's not true, but that's what he thought, which is how the fight starts. They're always fighting now, Chang, but they're going to grow up and they're going to like each other. They'll be respecting each other. They'll need each other in years to come. As they get older, they're going to need each other. Help each other. Family should stay friendly. It doesn't always happen that way, but it should. Oh, Tao. Is there an age difference between you both? I'm presuming, Tao, that you are older than your sister. By how much? How many years difference is there? How much older are you compared with your sister? It might be the same situation as me and my brother. 7 years. There was 8 years between me and my brother. And my brother was unhappy. He thought he was getting a bad deal of everything. Whereas I was being looked after, he wasn't. And that's how the fight starts. Parents have got to do their bit as well in this, to emphasise the fact that they are treating you both alike. If one likes something or wants something, the other person should have something in return. So that's how it goes with families. Brothers and sisters, sisters. Especially with an age difference, which you're finding out now. As you grow older, as I said, this isn't wishful thinking. I'm just going by my experience with my brother. Then you don't fight. You get on with each other. They don't. No, you're right. It's not nice. I mean, I've only had a daughter for about 3.5 years. She's adopted. So I didn't see her when she was growing up. But I know she's got sisters as well. I wonder if that sort of thing happened when she was young. Ming, you're watching us. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I hope you can join in on today's subject, which is about families. Families. Currently, we're talking about sibling rivalry. When you're young, especially. Hi, Ashley. That's an English name. Ashley, hi. Good to see you both, you and Ming. Good to have you both with us, joining in. How are you both? Are you okay? Are you feeling good? Young siblings fight. It's sad, but it's true. It's natural. One may envy the other. Envy, jealousy. My name is Cliff. C-L-I-F-F. Cliff. Good. I hope you had a good day at work, Min. Hope you had a good day. But all in all, in general, we discovered that young brothers and sisters are likely to fight just simply because they don't get on. There's rivalry. They think they're hard done by. My brother's name is Michael. He's 8 years younger than me. But as I said, when we were younger, he used to think that I was treated better than him. We would argue. We wouldn't get on. We had our own likes, dislikes. Not much in common in those days, apart from football. And that's where the fight started, I'm afraid. But it's the same with a lot of other families all over the world. A lot of other brothers and sisters are the same. But when you grow up, you don't do that sort of thing. If you do, then it's time to not get involved anymore. Don't see each other anymore. Sadly, that happens in families. Families don't always stick together all the time. You're likely to get somebody who thinks, I've had enough of this family. They got nothing in common with me. They don't like me. They don't know what I like. It's time for me to move on. You might meet a partner who you're going to marry. The family won't like it. The family won't like that person. What do? Follow your love instinct? Go with that person and don't see your family anymore? Or lose that person, try and find somebody else? Yeah. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's good news, Min. When is the baby due? When is the baby due to be born? She's pregnant now, I presume. You know it's going to be a girl. I'm very pleased for you. And your wife, of course. Chúc mừng, as you guys say in Vietnam. Chúc mừng. My family, actually, in October, Libra. She might be a Libra baby, like me, born under the star sign of Libra, September 1. My family consists of one brother, one sister, one lovely daughter, a son-in-law, he's good as well. I also have 2 aunties, 2 uncles, lots of cousins. I think I've got about 8 cousins. 3 nieces. One of them's 22, one of them's 20, and the other one is 10. Ah. Family is very important. I try and keep in touch with my family throughout the year. On most occasions, a lot of people in my family live a long way from me. So I'm likely to see them once, maybe twice a year. Especially at Christmas. Christmas time in my country is where families like to get together. So I'm likely to see them then. Just like your Tet holiday, your families get together. Families are important. Do you think that's big, Ashley? There are bigger families. But my family was bigger. I used to have more aunts and uncles. I had a mother and father. When I was little, I had grandparents, of course. But I'm old, so naturally, these people pass away. You guys are young, so your parents are still with you. Possibly your grandparents as well. That's nice. Look after them. They were there for you when you were young. You be there for them when they get older and can't do things. Thank you for sharing this video. To anybody who shares the video, I do appreciate it. I get excited because that means there's a chance for more people to join in. Take part in our topic today of family. They could. They could set up a football team. That's right. Not many. Yes. Majority of them do like football, funnily enough. And they support Arsenal as well. Ooh. Lovely. My daughter is sharing my video. See, we're talking about families. My lovely daughter she's adopted, 3.5 years. And she got married last month, which means I have a son. Yeah. Happy. Family is getting bigger now for me. So we know brothers and sisters fight when they're younger. When they grow older, that stops, or at least should stop. Then you realise that you need to get on. You're more mature, sensible. You tolerate each other. You become more friendly to each other, like me and my brother. My sister is 19 years younger than me. It's like a different generation. But we get on. We get on well. How about you people? Do you like your family? Do you have a favourite person in your family? A favourite member of the family? I agree, girls are cute. Girls are lovely and cute. I think if you was to ask a father about children, they would say they stick up more for their daughter. Of course, they love both, whether you've got sons or daughters. But the father-daughter relationship is a bit more loving than a father and son. And in the opposite, a mother and son relationship, surprisingly, can be much better than a mother and daughter. There's not a lot in it. It may sound strange, this may, but obviously there's not a lot in it. You're going to have things in common with your father if you're a boy, with your mother if you're a girl. But there's something about the opposite sex. As I said, the father, daughter, mother, son, that seems to be... It's been evident and it's been proven on British television. I should imagine that's the same all around the world. The lovely Ha is watching. Good to have you watching us, Ha. How are you? Feel free to join in our topic today, Ha, which is about family. And that goes for you, my friend Hung Cha, as well, who is always also watching. And I hope you guys are having a good day. And I hope you enjoy this live stream and join in about the subject, which is family. Ashley, I'd like to talk to you every day as well. Whenever I'm doing this live streaming, the next of which will be Wednesday, because I'm working tomorrow, I'd love to have you company. I'd love to have you joining in again. Well, if a member of your family betrayed you, apart from being sad and angry, I would tell the rest of the family. I would warn them. I would say, look what's happened here. And it's their right to be unhappy as well. If we can all tell these people where they've gone wrong in betraying, then hopefully they will realise their mistake and apologise and not do it again. But if it's a very bad betrayal, then you might think about not talking, have an argument, fall out, don't talk. If you fall out, there is a chance you could make up again. The rest of the family might do that. They might try and get you back together again, even though one of you has been very nasty to the other one. I think a little bit of tolerance first, if that happens at first. But if it happens again, then I think that's not the sort of person you want in your family. You'd rather not have anything to do with them. Don't talk to them. Don't bother seeing them anymore. And let the rest of the family help out. Maybe try and get you back together. Sort out this problem. That's again what families are for. All families stick together, help each other. Thank you for watching, daughter. Feel free to join in. I hope you like what you're hearing so far. Hello Joe Mike, how are you? I hope you're fine. I hope you're fit as a fiddle. And I hope you join in about today's live stream, family. We're talking about family. And that goes for you as well, the lovely Twee. Thank you for joining in. We're talking about family. I'm pleased to hear it. That's good news, you're fine, Joe, thank you. Okay, families. We all know what consists of a family. We have a saying in English. The saying is, blood is thicker than water. Now that saying, blood is thicker than water, normally refers to family and friends. Loud and clear. Very good. That's good. If you're in a dispute, if you have a us or them, family or friend, who do I believe? who do I go with? In a dispute, whose side do I take? The family or the friend? The family or the other person? Then the saying, blood is thicker than water, comes into this. Blood is your family. So, really, in that situation, you should be loyal to your family, but not always the case that families are right. You might agree with the other person, whether it's a friend or whoever it is. You might think they are right, your family are wrong. It's up to you to convince your family, because your family will expect you to stick up with them, to be on their side of the argument, even though you think it's wrong. You think they're wrong. You have to be diplomatic. You have to talk to your family and tell them, well, actually, they're right. And tell them why. Make them think so. If they don't like people who you're with, if they don't like your friends, they don't like your girlfriend or boyfriend who you're going to marry, they can turn around and give the blood is thicker than water saying. They can throw that at you. What do? That's up to you, depending how much you love that person. There's another saying as well. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. You are born with that family. Okay, some people might want to unofficially become a member of another family, but like it or not, you were born into a family, and it's up to you to be the good family member and support it. My first fiancée, I've been engaged twice. We split up because her parents didn't like me. They liked me at first. Then when we got engaged to be married, they didn't like me. They made her ill. She had a breakdown. She had to go to hospital. And when she recovered, that's when she said to me, I can choose my friends, but I cannot choose my family. Sorry, we're splitting up. So, I lost a girlfriend through that situation. It was sad, but it was a long time ago. I have recovered. That's right, it doesn't have to be family. There are many good people out there. Family, friends, there are many good people out there. Carry on with your family, exactly. Treat them well. Treat them well because they treated you well. Remember the people who treated you well, whether it's family or friends. The people who were there when you needed them. When you were in times of trouble. When you needed help. Remember that. It should be friends. It should be family. But more importantly, remember them when they're in trouble. When your family, your parents get old, they're going to need your help. Your friends, if they get in trouble, they helped you. You help them. Do your best to help them. It works both ways. Parents get older. We all do. That's right, that's how it should be, isn't it, Joe? That's how it should be. I don't like it when people fall out with their families. I know people who have done that. And it's not right, it's not good, it's not clever. And you know what? Sometimes these people who do that, they come unstuck. When things go wrong in their life, they can't go running to their family. They've fallen out with them. And if they did, would the family want them again? They're likely to say, go away, you didn't want us. Stay friends with your family. Even though we all have things, we all feel different ways, don't we? We don't all have things in common with our families. But there's nothing wrong with that. We can learn from each other. Learn different things about each other. And surely we got something in common somewhere, if you was to talk. Go round their houses. Hi Lynn, thank you for watching, and thank you for joining in. Good to have you watching and joining in. Feel free to take part and say what you want about today's topic, which is family. We're talking about family. You're welcome, Lynn. We're talking about family. We all need them. Do we like them? Do we have our favourite people in our family? Do we wish we were in another family? You might think, oh, my friend's family is so nice. I wish I had their mum and dad. You might say that. Some people do. Younger people. A great topic, Lynn, you're right. But as families get older, then you start losing members of the family. Like me, as I said, I'm middle-aged now. My grandparents died a long time ago. Both my parents have died. That's life, that's what happens. Can't be helped. No, Joe, that's not the case. You're not automatically kicked out of the house. Nowadays, in times of when it's hard to find a job, which it is nowadays, it was different when I was young. But these days, people want to stay on in their education. They want to carry on learning. There's not as many jobs nowadays as there used to be, so you want to carry on college, university. Try to do that. Get well educated, like many of you guys are doing. That way you get a better job, better chance of a job. But if you're going to do that, you need to stay living with your family. Stay living with your family. Okay, maybe mother and father would not, they won't be over the moon over it, but they will understand the reason. No work, no money. Stay at home. Try and get a little part-time job so you can pay your way. Perhaps pay for your keep, your food, a little bit of rent. That's how it should be. Don't kick your don't kick your sons or daughters out once they become adults, once they leave school. Let them get a job, accumulate some money. Then they will want to, I'm sure they'll want to move out. I don't know of anybody who wants to stay living with their parents all the time. They want to move out. It's family, Joe. They should keep you. They should keep you in the house with them. If you're jobless, they should keep looking after you. Keep you living in the house. If they don't, what's going to happen? You might be lucky. A friend might put you up. A friend might have you living with you, yes. But what if that doesn't happen? Ti Zung, Miss Zung, thank you for watching and lovely to see you. Feel free to join in. As with you, my friend Vin, feel free to join in. But don't kick people out of your house if you're a family. Our topic today is family. And if you're old enough to get a job and you haven't got a job, families, your parents should keep you in the house. Should let you stay there until you do. If you can afford to rent a house, fair enough. But if you're not working, you're not earning money. So you had to stay with your parents. Stay there. Stay with your parents until you get a job. Then move out to a rented home in the hope that one day you will get married, save up for a deposit for your own home. We call it a mortgage. A big loan for a house. In England, my part of the world, is called a mortgage. It can be paid up to 25 years. All that time. So it's easy payments before it becomes your own. That's what families are for. Again, this is mother and father looking after their sons and daughters. If they're not working, let them stay at a family home. When they got a job, then they should be thinking about moving out. If that's the situation, Joe, then you and your wife are going to have to ask your parents. Ask both your parents, tell them the situation in the hope that one of them will let you stay at their house until you do get enough money to move out. In the meantime, they can perhaps look for somewhere for you to live. They can look for somewhere for you to stop, to move out into. Like I said, Joe, you're going to have to ask both your parents. You're going to have to say, we're married, we don't have enough money to move out. Can we stay until we do? And hope that one of the families, either your family or your wife's family, can do that. That's all you can do. And surely they'll put you up. After all, you are family. You are their son. She is their daughter. Son, daughter-in-law, daughter, son-in-law. Thank you, Vin, and all you people who are sharing this video. Thank you very much. Let's let more people get involved in our topic of family. I do appreciate it. And that'll be nice, because that's what you've done, Vin, isn't it? You've got more people to join in our topic, which is about families. Who do we like the best in our family? Who is the person we like the most? I know we should like all of them, but I'm sure there is that one person who you admire, who you are the most close to. It could be a grandparent. Live together. If you get married, you expect to live together, Joe. You expect to live together, but do that in either your family home or her family home, because you can't afford to move out. Explain the situation. Tell them you can't afford it, but you're going to try to save up as much money. You both work. Save up as much money as you can to afford to move in together. It can be done, and hopefully either parent will help you. The best way to ease family discords, that's a good way of putting it, Vin. Any family problems, arguments, disagreements, discords, the best way to do that is to all meet. You need to all get involved in this. Don't try to sit round a table and talk about this situation. Don't just say something and walk away from it and get angry if you're not listened to, if they've done the complete opposite of what you said. Somebody wants to do something, other people are unhappy with it. Some people in the family think, oh, it's not bad, not a bad idea, why not? So you all need to talk about these things. If you don't, then we get angry. We get angry because we haven't discussed anything. If we was to all put our heads together, talk about things, then we'd find out why somebody prefers to do it this way than that way. Somebody likes him better than him. That's what we got to do. If we was to all talk, explain ourselves. If we was to all do that, we would all know where we stand, and hopefully there won't be so much arguments and nastiness in families. If you've got to really think about what he likes and what he's doing. Remember, it's for what you're saying. If you're opposing anything that he doesn't like, you're doing it, hopefully, for his own good. Not because you don't like it. It's because of the dangers, the possible dangers that could come to your son. There are times when you're going to say, okay, and let him get on with it. But there's other things you're going to think to yourself, this could be bad. He could get into a bad situation. I think I better warn him. Try and stop him from doing these things. So you've got to be the judge of that, Vin, in that situation. You've got to be the judge. Depending what you're giving into, what he's asking for. Joe, we all want to be independent in finance, but we've all got to start somewhere as well. We leave university with no money or hardly any money, so therefore we've got to build it up, go to work, earn money, save it, then move out. Low patience. No. Don't always give in to him. You mustn't keep giving in to him, though. if you do that, he knows he's going to get away with it all the time. Everything he wants, he's going to get. Oh, I like that so much. It's very good. Oh, don't worry. My dad won't mind. My father won't mind. He'll let me have it. He'll let me go to that place. Don't always give in. Unless he's sensible. He might be sensible. These things he wants might be good. But if they're not, then you need to tell him the disadvantages of what he's doing. So think about it. And perhaps not do it. Yes, don't keep giving in to him unless he's doing good ideas. If the issues are within your close family, in other words, Nam, people in your house, people who live in your house, then it should be easy enough to get you all together to talk about this problem. If the problem is the family in general, it's going to be harder for you all to meet up, because if you're anything like my family, the only time you're likely to meet up is at weddings and funerals. Very rare any other time. That's why I try to go round, I drive a car, go round to see my family, maybe once, twice a year. That's the ones who live a long distance, by the way. But meet up. If you live in a house and the problem is within the house, you can easily talk about it. Go to your living room, sit down and talk. If it's your family, then you do need to talk either on the phone, if possible meet up, but try to resolve these problems. Because while you've got people disagreeing, that means you've got unhappy people in your family. If that carries on, they might not like you anymore. They won't want to be a part of your family anymore. It could lead to bad consequences, but I hope it doesn't. I hope you can all be diplomatic. You can all talk about these things. Be tolerant. Accept the situation. You can't always have it your own way. We wish we did. I do. I wish I could rule the world. If I ruled the world, it would be so much better place. Arsenal Football Club will win every football match. How about that? But I don't. And perhaps it's a good job I don't. So we had to see things from different ways, and we had to accept we're not always going to get our own way, even in families. Joe, I hope my words are not too rare for you, because I've got rather a large audience, and if you're learning words from me, I'm very happy about this, but I hope you are learning, understanding, and perhaps looking up these words in the dictionary, finding out what they mean, playing this video back, seeing how you can use these words. I let myself get carried away. I forget that some of you people on here haven't been speaking English for long, so maybe some of my words might be a little too big for you, in which case I'm sorry. Let me know if that's the situation. Then I will explain it again, a different way, an easier way. Very few, yeah. 1 or 2 a year, exactly. That's when I see my family. That's when I see the family who live a long way from me. Once or twice a year. But people who live nearer me, like my nieces, my brother, my sister, I see them a little more. The relationship is tighter in Vietnam. This is for the family, obviously. Would you say that Vietnam is very family friendly? You know, is the family very important in Vietnam? How important is the family in Vietnam? Does nothing get in the way of the family in Vietnam? Is that the case? You're not using obscure words as far as I'm concerned. Maybe our audience might think so, Vin, but not to me, you're not. Yes, when there's a disagreement turns into an argument. An argument means people get angry, and when you get angry, you raise your voice. You speak louder. You talk angry. You might say, well, you will say things that you regret saying afterwards. You might swear, use foul language. It happens when we have arguments, when we row. You need to try to calm things down all the time when you're having a disagreement. Stop people from doing that. Remind them, especially the older members of the family, of their responsibilities. You must help, you must give advice to the younger people especially. Do your best to stop these arguments from getting bad. My words are not popular. Oh, some of them might be a little too big perhaps, but hopefully not. Hopefully you are learning words. Plenty of members in my family, brother, sister, 3 nieces, 2 aunties, 2 uncles, 8 cousins. That actually is my family. And not forgetting that I have a lovely cute daughter and a son-in-law. And Tao, hello. Thank you for watching. I hope you can join in. Join in with our live stream. The topic is family. How important is family in your life? Do we like our family? Do we have a favourite person in our family? Hello. Ding Twee. Hello. Pleased to have you joining in with us. How are you, my dear? I hope you're fine. And feel free to join in our subject, which today is family. Many new words. Am I using Joe? Sounds like you agree with Vin. We've had idioms on here. And fancy men, to you, hello. Thank you for joining in. How are you? How are you, fam? Are you fine? Are you happy to be joining in this live stream in which we're talking about family? My name's not Vin, but we do have Mr. Vin on, who's talking now, who is joining in with this debate, this topic, this live stream. My name is Cliff. Cliff. I'm from England. That's where I am now. Ah, I'm pleased. And I'm happy to have you joining in as well, Tao. Hello. Hello, Chung. Yes, family topic. That's right, you spelt my name right, Ang. C-L-I-F-F. Well done. Mr. Cliff. Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. It's, people would describe it as a southern accent, because I'm from the south of England. I live near London now, but I spent many years living in London. My name is Cliff. C-L-I-F-F. Cliff. That's right, you are Tao, yes? You are Tao? I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, because I'm not the best at pronouncing Vietnamese words or names. That's where I do feel sorry for you guys when you're learning English, because I know what it's like. Miss Tao. Thank you. Thank you, Pooh. Thank you very much. Ah, that's so nice. That's what I want. I want people to feel comfortable. Treat me as your friend, not as a stranger. My family is brother, sister, 3 nieces, 2 aunts, 2 uncles, 8 cousins, 1 daughter, 1 son-in-law, and that is my family. I don't have any children, Joe. Oh, sorry, beg your pardon. I have 1 adopted daughter who got married last year, and I have a son-in-law as a result. 1 daughter, 1 son. I don't speak Vietnamese, sorry. Sorry, fam. Apart from the odd word like Xin Chao and come on ban. And when I have a beer in my hand, zo. When I'm in a restaurant, I will say, "Amoy." You're so kind. Thank you very much for your kind words about my name, Tao. Miss Tao. Is it easy for you to listen to? That makes me happy too, knowing that I don't have to try hard for you to understand me. That's what I want. People to understand me. Learn from this live stream. Nice to meet you too, Ung. Ang Ha. Ang Ha. I hope that's your name. And it's certainly nice to meet you, though. Wait a minute. Do not count ourselves in. Should do. We should do that. We should count ourselves, because we are part of our family, so we should count ourselves. I've never noticed, although I'm facing myself, Joe, I've never noticed that my mouth is not open wide. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. No, it doesn't work. Sorry, it doesn't work. Pretty good Vietnamese accent, yes? Do you reckon you can make a Vietnamese person out of me? I've been to Vietnam 9 times. Perhaps I should spend a little longer. Then that way I can learn some more Vietnamese words. sentences. That's because I'm smiling when I'm talking, Joe. I smile when I talk, so probably wider, probably this way, but not that way. Hello, Ming. Hello. How are you? Thank you for joining in. Is it cup of coffee time? Cup of coffee time? Hello, guys. Hello, Nam. Hello, Nam. What are your thoughts about today's subject? Today's topic, which is family. Do we need families? Do we like our family? Who is your favourite person in the family? Have you fallen out with your family? Have you had an argument with your family? If you haven't, you're the only person who I know who has not had an argument with their family. How highly do we value our family? Remember what I said earlier to all you new people who have come in. You can choose your friends. You can choose your friends, but not your family. You're lumbered with your family, whether you like it or not. But more importantly, I hope you like them. But I hope you make yourself like them. Respect your family. Your family should be helping you as you were growing up. They should be there for you, like good friends, but family, that is the job, the role of the family. It's not a good family if they don't do that. You're so kind, Nam. Thank you for your kind words. I want to be everybody's friend. I don't want to be nasty, be angry. I only do that when my football team are losing. But they're not playing at the moment, so I'm happy. Little difficult, this one. I like them all in their own way. And I like them all. I can only say my brother because I have more in common with him than I do for the rest of the family. And I see him more than the others. That's why. So I would say it's my brother. My voice seems to be forced down. Is it really hard? Is it a little bit hard to hear me? I didn't realise. The only way, my friend, is how you're going to imitate my accent. We have people in my country, in England, and all over the world, no doubt, who like to imitate, impersonate other people. Famous people, politicians, pop stars, sport people. Perhaps they can do that. Try and imitate it. If not, I can't really help you. I like to think it's unique, but I'm sure there are people who could copy me. I would like to see it. I'd like to see someone do that. You can, and thank you. I'm glad that you can understand everything I say, because it's so important. I'd be very unhappy if you guys did not understand what I said, because it would be rather a waste of time me doing this. But I want to improve your English. improve your listening skills. Hopefully you'll learn new words. Build up your confidence. The confidence of listening to a native speaker and understanding him. Yen, hello. Are you feeling better, Yen? I hope you are. But thank you for joining in. This live stream is about family. Talk about your family, be it good or bad. You can, Ang, yes. You can do that. You can like ENP English. ENP English is the Facebook page. You can like that. If you like it, click on like. Then you will get updates on any live streaming that's happening. Unless you want to talk to me personally, in which my name is Cliff Dye. CLIFFDYE. DYE. Yen, you're feeling better now. I'm so pleased. I'm pleased you're feeling better. That's good news. Better than what you were this morning. And now you're able to join in with this live stream. It's not nice having a cold or flu. We all get them, but we all feel bad when we have them. Joe, I don't get this. Okay, I say go and girl. Do you think I'm doing the same pronunciation for go and girl? Go, girl. It's true, Yen. Where would we be without our family? You need someone to start you off in life. New topic on Wednesday, Tao. I don't really want to come off the topic of family, my friend. Although I could talk all day about football to you, I don't really want to talk about it because we have our topic today, family. But I'm very happy that my team Arsenal won on Friday night. You see, this nuclear family that you just mentioned, is more of a modern saying, more of a modern phrase. And I'm assuming it means that you're tight, you're together, you're not spread out over the country like mine, my family. Is it a tight family who are together, live together? A nuclear family. Do we know of a nuclear family? What do we think, people? A nuclear family. Do you live in a nuclear family? Do you know somebody who does? That's right, Yen. Family is like a comfort. It's like a comfort blanket. It's a comfort zone. A zone. An area where you can go to the family home. You know everybody there. Of course you get on because you're part of the family. And you're welcome. You're welcome there. Lots of families, when they see their sons and daughters come along, turn up, I'm sure they're very happy to see you. Let's get the food out. Let's drink. Get that green tea. Green tea out, a teapot. The son's here. My son's here, he's old. He's an adult. Get the beer out. Let's drink a beer. Let's have some rice wine. Yes, that's what we want. Always be welcomed at your family home. It's nice to know when things go wrong, like you've been ill recently, Yang. You could go back to your family, remember your family, keep in contact with your family, phone them. If they're a bit more technical minded, like me, slightly, then perhaps they can send messages on a keyboard, Facebook, text messages. What about Skype? Have you told your parents about Skype? You young people can teach your parents about IT, about the modern age, all this social media. Thank you for that, Yen. I'm happy that I'm giving you good advice. Yes, Anne. Yes, we were talking earlier about brothers, sisters, children in families fighting because they may be jealous, envious, think the other one's getting the better of them. Just plain annoying. But as you get older, all that stops. You realise how silly you were. You realise how it's nice to have somebody in a family who you can, talk to come back to in times of need. And that way, as you get older, you appreciate yourself more. You become more accepted. The older I got in the family, the more the adults wanted to talk to me as an adult. When I was young, at school, they didn't want me sitting there talking to them. And I didn't want to do that either. I wanted to play with my cousins, my brother. But when you get older, then you sit with them, you talk with them. Even though my aunts and uncles are about 20 years, even more, older than me, we can still sit down and talk about things. That's how it should be. You appreciate your family more when you get older. Do you think so, Min? Do you think it's more difficult when you've got more than 2 generations? Or don't you look upon it as a challenge? Why don't you learn from people from the younger generation, and in return, they should learn from you? They should realise what it was like when they were young. You're older than them. Yeah, the older members of the family can give good advice from experience. The younger members of the family can make the older ones feel young. Teach them social media, how to use laptops. Introduce them to modern music. Try to mix in the generations. Families are good. I value families. I value the family the older I get. You realise just how important family is. First of all, if you need them, if you're in trouble. I'm pleased to say that has not happened to me, but it does happen to a lot of people. But it's nice to know these people in your family are there for you. In most cases, they're there for you because they are your family. As I said earlier, you can choose your friends but not your family. That's why people would rather hang out with their friends than their family, but still keep your family with you, in touch. Don't forget your family. You never know when you need them, and you never know when they need you. It works both ways. Again, as I said earlier, the older members of the family, especially your parents, grandparents, they helped you when you were young, when you were a child growing up. Now these people, they're going to be getting old. When your parents get old, they're not likely to be fit enough to do things. Then it's your turn to help them. Help them. Be with them. Do their shopping. Cook for them. Not all the time. You'll have your own family. You'll probably get married, have children. But don't forget your parents. They didn't forget you when you were young, when you were a child. So we should value families. Yes, we can choose our friends, and we can't choose our family. But what you've got in your family, make sure they stay friends with you. Don't fall out with your family. People do. I know they do. Try not to. You're going to have rows. You're going to have arguments, disagreements. But life is too short to fall out with people. If that happens, try and make up again. Yes, you don't expect a member of the family, Ang, you're quite right, to betray you. Sadly, it does happen, but you don't expect it to happen. And if it does, then a good family would come together over this and tell them off. Tell that person in the family who's betrayed you, done something wrong, tell them they are wrong to do that, apologise, or take back what they done. That is an important role of the family, to try and stick together in a situation like that. A family can be affected quite badly in the event of somebody falling out, a separation, a failed marriage. Again, that is where families should stick together and help those involved. Help them, especially if they're a victim in that situation. If it's not their fault. If they're sad about the outcome. Yes, Ming. That is the role of the family. Another one. Another role. Another advantage of a family is that they should be there for you. They should welcome you in a situation. They should listen to you when things go wrong, if you need their advice. And as I said, it's not all one-way traffic at all. You do the same. Especially as you get older, more experienced in life, then you can pass on your knowledge, your experience to younger members. The younger members in a family. Not necessarily Hong Chung, family is not just a house. I live on my own. I have a brother and a sister who between them live, and their children, my nieces, they live probably about 20 kilometres away, maybe a little bit more. And then I have aunts and uncles and cousins that live over 100 km away from me. They're different houses. It's all the same family. The only time we're likely to get together as a complete family, every member, is weddings and funerals. Possibly important birthdays. One of my aunts, who comes from Colchester in Essex, have you ever heard of it? I didn't think you had. It's about 100 kilometres from London, and in October she's going to be 80 years old, 80. Now, her sons and daughters, my cousins, have told me that they're going to have a surprise party for her, and of course all the family are invited. So I'm looking forward to going there. I'll be going there, meeting as many family, hopefully all of them, as possible. And that'll be in 2 months' time. How about you guys? You know, when do you all come together? When does your family all get together? Is it just Tet holiday? You all get together then? You go to your family home for a few days? Weddings, of course. Funerals, yes. Are there any other times when you're likely to all get together? Do you like getting together with your family? Do you like it when you're at whatever I said, be it wedding, party, birthday, funeral? Do you like it that you're surrounded by everybody in your family? Is it nice? Is it? I know somebody, I know a girl, she graduated 2 years ago. She's an English teacher now. She got married early this year. She lives with her husband's family, and she loves them. She's happy. I went round to see her in April, shortly after they got married. They're getting on really well. They've accepted her. I think it depends really, that situation. Maybe in most cases, no, it doesn't work. But with this girl, it certainly did. Well, are there going to be arguments when you get back to your hometown? You go back to your hometown, to see your family. Why are there arguments? What are they arguing about? I hope they're not arguing about you, or arguing with you. Yes, okay, they want to live for other things. They got their own interests. As you get older, your interests, your likes and dislikes change. But never forget that you are their daughter. They shouldn't forget that. You're certainly not forgetting that they are your parents. You should be welcomed all the time. All the time. Do that. So I'm rather sorry that this situation arises when you go back to your hometown. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that's not the case all the time. I hope it doesn't happen all the time you are going to your hometown. They should be pleased to see you, especially if you don't go there that often. They should be pleased to see you. They should be proud of you. If you're living away from home, working, earning money, they should be proud of you. You've turned out to be a nice person. You're clever. You go to work for a living. I'm sure you're a good worker. You're speaking another language, English. You're speaking 2 languages. Most elderly Vietnamese people, obviously, just speak Vietnamese. See? You're clever. They should be happy. Happy with you. I've only ever had one person. When it comes to Tet holiday, people like it. They like going back to their family. But I remember one person talking to them. I'm going back about 2 years now, I believe. Now that person, it was a girl. She said to me, I'm glad Tet holiday is over. I was bored. I said, bored? You're going back to uni now, university. And she said, yeah, I'm happier doing that. I was bored being in my house all the time. And I said, well, what happened? Didn't you get on with your parents, your family? And she said, no, that was all right. We just didn't have any Wi-Fi. In other words, she couldn't get on Facebook. Ah. Xin chào. Xin chào, Viet. I used to know how are you in Vietnamese, but I've forgotten it. I'll have to look that one up. Hi. Luli Tim. Luli Tim. I know the Tim bit. That's an English name. But never mind. It's good to have you both joining in with us. You're welcome. How are you both? Are you okay? We're talking about family. The live stream is about family. And to all you people, Ling and everybody else who's sharing this video, thank you. Come on, Ban. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? How are you, Luli? Luli Tim. I'm even better now because I'm going to have a drink. We're talking about families. How do we value family? Is family the most important thing for us? Is it not so important? Would we rather be in the company of friends all the time and forget our family? What have your families done that's really good for you? Have they done something which is really good? You will never forget them for doing this good thing. Something they've done for you that's made you so happy. It could be life-changing. No matter how big or small it is, it's something that you value, you will value and never forget for the rest of your life. And you think, that's thanks to my family. That's thanks to my parents, grandparents, any member of the family. Aha! Hello, too. and it's good to have you joining in. First time, you're very welcome. You are very welcome. Feel free to join in now and any other time that I do live streaming. Our topic today is family. I hope you can join in our topic about family, your experiences with family. How important is family? Who do you like the best in your family? Family or friends? Is there any disadvantages with a family? Do people wish they were created rather than born? If that's the case, you wouldn't have any family. How would you go from there? What would happen to you? That's good. So they should be. They should be proud of you. And two, are you the only girl in the family? If that's the case, I bet they make a fuss of you. Do they make a fuss of you? Yes, I reckon they do. Especially the men in the family. Perhaps the father, grandfather, uncle. That's nice. You've probably got all boys, and you're the only girl. So you're a little bit special, I think, too. Ruby! Oh, Ruby! Hello! Thank you for joining in. Ruby, we're doing live streaming. And the subject is family. Feel free to join in, like Tu is doing. The only daughter in the family. Hi, Ang. Hi there. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're having a good day. We say about situations like you two, where you're the only daughter in the family, we're likely to say of you, you're spoilt. When we say you're spoilt, that means because of the difference. The only girl. People are likely to single you out for special treatment. They had to remember that they had to look after you as a girl. They can't keep on giving to the boys. They had to think of you as well. And it must be nice. It must be nice. You must get looked after, being the only girl. Also, what about your brothers? How many brothers have you got? Are these brothers, are they older than you? If they are, that would be nice to have brothers older than you who can look after you. Look after you if ever you was to get into trouble. Not your fault, of course, but you never know in this world. If anything was to happen to you, isn't it nice that you've got these brothers and of course the rest of your family to help you, to stick up for you? They're there. They're there in times of need. That's another thing about families. We want them to be there when you need them, and hopefully you will be there if any of them need you. You have one young brother, and so you've got one younger brother. Do you have any sisters? Two. Do you so two, you do not have any other brothers or sisters? Is that right? Is it just you? Are you the only child? everybody else you say has got siblings. But 2, you only have, it's only you, is it? No brother, no sister. He's naughty, and you argue. That's because you're young. And you've got an older sister, Ang. So it's 2 sisters. No, you have 1 sister, 1 brother. But the brother's naughty and you argue. Oh, you're both young. I hope things work out. I hope it's not so bad. As you get older, you will stop arguing. Ah, 2, the only child in your family. Are your parents young? Is it too late to have a brother or a sister? Or is that it? You're going to stay their only child. I do feel sorry for people because you're not the only family like that. A lot of families just have 1 child family. There are some advantages, but you really need to be around people your age. It's a good learning experience having siblings, but if you don't in your case, then you need to be around friends. And your parents have retired, so obviously they are quite old. They might be older than me, because I still have to work. Yes, I see. Yes, a different situation with you 2 compared with everybody else on here. Mr. Ving is an English teacher. You're right, Min. But for you 2, I hope it hasn't been too much hard work, too much disappointment in your life for not having a brother or sister. I hope you have friends your age who you can relate to. Perhaps in your mind, your friends might be your brothers or sisters because you haven't had any. It's an unusual situation, but I hope you've got by okay. I hope you're sensible enough to get by despite being the only child. Older brother fighting, hey? Yes. Yes, that sounds about right. Me and my brother, we used to do the same. He is 8 years younger than me. He suffers from envy, jealousy, thinks that I get a better deal out of the family than him, argues, makes fun, and we clashed. But that was when we were small, when we were little. Now we're grown up and things are okay. We're like friends now. We get on very well. That's life. As you get older, more tolerant, more mature, you forget all those fights when you were children and that. I'm fine, thank you, Vin. Mr. Tony Vin. Tony Vin, hi. I'm fine. How are you? Thank you for joining in, by the way. Very good. I presume your bestie, that's a modern term nowadays. A lot of young people in England, they call their best friends bestie. B-E-S-T-I-E. Bestie. I hope your bestie, best friend, can carry on sharing and helping and being a good friend that she is. I'm presuming it's a she. It's a girl. And yes, I hope you deserve good friends because you had no siblings. That's yes, that's right. You spelt it correct. To bestie. That's what young English people say about that. That's what young English people call their best friends, besties. Yeah, that new friend. Is it me? If it is, I'm truly grateful to being your friend. I'm very happy to be your friend. And I'm happy to help you and everybody else. Happy to help you all with English. Happy that you're listening to me, learning from me, building up confidence in understanding me, I hope. Ah, too, you're so sweet. Thank you very much. You're so sweet. I like you too. 4 people in your family, Tony Vin. Parents? Aha! Are they both teachers? Tony Vin, are they both teachers? Or is it just your dad a teacher? And if he is, what does he teach? Is he an English teacher? Rosie Lemon, how did you get that name? Welcome, by the way. Thank you for joining in. Yes. Your story, Rosie, is typical of many people, including me. My brother is 8 years younger than me. We argued and fight, but now we don't. It seems to be the common thing with brothers or anybody, any children from the same family growing together. You're going to have disagreements, and because you're young, they're going to be silly, stupid disagreements. Could lead to fighting, who knows? But as you get older, that doesn't happen anymore. You understand each other better. You're tolerant. You're friends. You're more than brothers or sisters. You're friends. That's good. Very good. And you have an advantage with an English teacher as your father, your dad. He can help you. I hope I can be of some help as well. I'm not doing any direct help teaching, but I really am hoping that I can help you and everybody else by you listening and understanding what I say. Learn some new words. Be confident. Build your confidence up that you can listen and understand what an English speaker is talking about. A native English speaker. I'm from England. I've never lived anywhere else. I can't speak another language fluently. Only little words here and there. You love English very much. And as you said earlier, Tony, your father, English teacher, must be an advantage to you. Does he teach you at home? What about the rest of your family? Does he help them? English, I find, is it seems to be younger people in Vietnam who want to learn English. Am I right in saying that? Most elderly people have probably retired. the jobs that they do or used to do does not involve speaking. It's not international jobs, not involving speaking to people from other nationalities. So therefore, they don't see the need to learn another language. Fair enough. But you young people know about how there's so much foreign investment going on in Vietnam. And with that comes all these jobs. But foreign investment means your customers are likely to speak English. That's why you guys want to speak English. Get good jobs. Get good jobs and be clever. Tell the world you can speak 2 languages. Most English people can only speak 1. Yes, daughter, I'm still around. That's my daughter talking to me. Yeah. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow, I'm afraid, because I'm working. I'm working tomorrow. Wednesday. Let's do another live stream on Wednesday. That's good. It sounds like your mum is very helpful to be teaching at home. That's good. It's really nice when people want to give their time up to do things like that. Yes. Good parents there, Tony Vin. Helping youngsters learn English. Very good. How are we doing? My goodness. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's very late in Vietnam. Have you seen the time? It's quite late. I think you guys will probably want to get ready for bed, because I know how late it is in Vietnam. It's early in England. It's still the afternoon. Late afternoon, but still afternoon. So I've still got some more of the day left. But for you guys, it's nearly the end of your day. You're going to have to go to bed, wake up tomorrow, and do it all again. So for me, I'm going to do some work tomorrow. I've got to earn some money, haven't I? So let's do that tomorrow. And I will be back. Yes, well, that is good. I'm glad. I'm glad your mum said that. And I hope I can help you, of course. Chung, you're welcome. Tao, see you later. Yes, see you later, certainly. I'll be back on Wednesday with another topic. I hope to see you then. Don't forget, we start at 9 o'clock in the evening, Vietnam time. We start then. And thank you very much to, and my friend there. You're welcome. See God can. And I shall hope to see you all on Wednesday, 9 o'clock. So, from me to you, it is good night, sweet dreams, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Good night.